Most landlords think the only way to make money is by raising rent, but I'm here to tell you is that's actually the worst strategy, and that you're probably missing out on hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every month, for sure every year. I've been investing for years, and today I'm breaking down the exact methods I use to squeeze more cash out of every single property without losing good tenants. So let's get into it. What's up, social media world? It's me, BP, Ben Peters. I'm a real estate agent, real estate investor here in Minnesota. I own 20 rental units in the Minnesota area. If you like videos like this, if you want to learn more about rentals, investing, doing real estate, I'd love it if you could hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, or shoot a comment down below. I love it to get feedback on videos like this. So here are the 4 ways that I increase cash flow every single month. Number 1 option, renovate. Now, this one might be the super obvious one, but I think a lot of people will go and buy a rental property and think, oh, the average in the area is $2,500 a month, so I'm gonna be able to get $2,500 a month. Not necessarily. If you renovate, you might be able to get on the high side for the neighborhood. If you don't renovate, you're probably gonna be on the low side of the neighborhood. And I'll show you exactly what I did with my business. So here's one of my rental properties in Richfield, Minnesota. I'm gonna point this out. All right, here's the photo. Oh yeah, nice baby blue on the outside. And one side was empty and totally renovated, okay? I looked at rentometer.com, and I'm not gonna pull it up right now because I bought this in 2020, but when I looked, it was the average rent for a 3-bed, 2-bath in the area was $2,200. And I see white cabinets, I see granite countertops, I see stainless steel appliances, new bathrooms and everything like that. So I thought, oh man, I should be able to get $2,300 a month. And sure enough, when I bought it, I got a renter in here for $2,300 a month. Here's a few more photos. As you can see, nice and updated, got a barn door, nice and cosmetic. It's great, okay? Now let's go to the this side was not renovated, had a tenant in there. And again, this is a 3-bed, 2-bath. It was a side-by-side. Each side has 3-bed, 2-bath. And this side was only renting for, I like to point this out, $950 a month, okay? There would be some landlords who get into this type of house and say, oh, I can immediately get $2,300 a month. Absolutely not. First of all, you got to get that renter out of there who has a lease for $950. As you can see, nothing, you had one updated bathroom, but that was pretty much it. And so what I did was I renovated that unit, put in new flooring, painted the countertops, put in stainless steel appliances. I'll put up some after pictures right here. And with that, brought $2,400 a month. And so again, you can't just jack up rent when you buy something. Oh, I got to bring it to market. You might have to do some renovations, and that can really increase your cash flow. Second one, put in coin-operated laundry. I've talked about coin-operated laundry in other videos, but coin-operated laundry is something that you can really add to your bottom line. I'll show you, this is a property I've talked about in a ton of other videos, but it is in Fridley, Minnesota. When I bought it, the previous owner, let's see if they have a picture of it. Aha, here we go. They have a picture of it. They had coin-operated laundry, but it was on a contract with a laundry company. And that laundry company in the contract said, we make a baseline of $75 per month, and we will service the laundry units. We will make sure they're working and everything like that. Anything over and above the $75, you will actually make. And as soon as I got in there, I canceled that contract because I very rarely made over $75 a month. There was one month that I made $25 there, but most other months I either broke even or I got a check for like $3 or $5. So I decided I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna buy some laundry machines. Now the laundry machines were expensive. They cost about $4,000, but now I guaranteed get almost like clockwork, because when I put in these new laundry units, I increased the price of the laundry. It was just $1, now it's $1.50, and I get anywhere from $100 to $150 a month with those laundry units. And so that's adding, if you just take that $150 a month, extrapolate it over a year, that can be another $1,800 in your pocket every single year. A great way to increase cash flow. Number 3, renting out spaces on the property. Here, I'm specifically talking about storage sheds and garages. So some of my properties come with a garage, and what I have found, there's a lot of renters who don't care about a garage. And so I used to throw them in there with the rent. And I realized this tenant doesn't actually value this, and I could be getting a little bit extra. And so what I started doing is when I advertise it, I say, there's no garage. And as I'm showing the potential tenant the property, I say, hey, there is a garage space in the back that's available for an additional $30 a month. And on multiple properties, I have people who take me up on that, who actually value it. A lot of times they're going into that showing, seeing, oh, there's no garage space available. And then when I come in and say, hey, there is, but it's a little bit extra, a lot of times that's a great sell. So across my properties, anywhere from $30 to sometimes even $50 extra per month. That can be an extra $400 to $600 per year that's coming to your bottom line for more cash flow. Fourth and final is renting out per room. Now, I've talked about this one on other videos as well, but this is what's called house hacking. Sometimes when you buy a property, it will not cash flow. When you look at it, hey, with my mortgage, with the interest rates, the taxes, insurance, HOA fee, hey, I'm gonna barely be breaking even. I don't know if this is worth it anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you, you could turn it into a house hack and almost guarantee make more money than if you were to rent it out on a monthly basis. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. This is my first property I ever bought in Eagan, Minnesota, 1736 Talon Trail. I now have since sold it, but it was a 3-bed, 3-bath. If you're looking at the photos, nothing special about it, but it was a 3-bed, 3-bath, 3 beds all up on the upper level and an unfinished basement. If I would have rented it out at the time, my payment was about $1,200. I could rent it out for about $1,500. So I would have made about $300 a month, but I wouldn't have been living there. I would have had to find a different living situation. And $300 a month, depending on what I put down, it's not that great of a cash flow. I'd love to get more, if at all possible. And so what I did was, I'm gonna finish the basement, so going from 3 beds to 4 bed, and I was living in 1 bedroom, and I rented out to my buddies for an average of $800 per bedroom. What happened? So if I would have rented that place out, just a 3-bed, 3-bath, without doing anything to the basement, I could have got $1,500. But I rented out to 3 of my friends for $800. 800 plus 800 plus 800 equals $2,400. I'm making an additional $900 than if I were to just rent that place out by itself to an individual family. So you would go from cash flowing $300 a month to cash flowing $1,200 a month. And it's the same rental property. So sometimes it takes a little bit of tweaking of these rental properties in strategy in order to cash flow the most. So with that being said, there it is. All 4 strategies that I use with my rental properties to maximize the cash flow every single month. Hopefully you got something from this video. If you love it, hit that like button. But more importantly, I will see you guys on the next video. See ya.